Here's a story that I'd like to tell about a day that I walked through hell. And I spoke to the devil and I spat in his eye. As he wiped it off, he asked me why. I said, you lied, you said you'd make me a star, the world's greatest band, and me on guitar. And he looked at me and he started to laugh. He said, you got no skill, you got no class. He said, I tried my best to help you succeed, but you're the biggest damn failure that I'd ever seen. And even with my help, you didn't learn a thing. And well, quite frankly, boy, you can't sing.
You've been there and you've done that, but would you do it again? Would you come back? Would you risk it all for one more chance to roll the dice to win that last?
I thought about what the devil had to say. What the hell? Come on, let's play. I'll win it all back in one big game and pray the Lord to avoid the pain. With a big grin, he started to smile. He said, you're crazy, boy, but I like your style. I'm gonna take you for all you've got. Right now, that's not a lot.
You've been there and you've done that, but would you do it again? Would you come back? Would you risk it all for one more chance to roll the dice to win that last?
Only had one goal in my head, was to win my soul back and get home again. But I didn't know what game he might choose. I only knew I couldn't afford to lose. He said to me, are you ready to play? And if you are, come on, let me show you the way. Ignore the fire and the flames, you got nothing to fear. Lose this game and you'll be living down here. You say,
You've been there and you've done that, but would you do it again? Would you come back? Would you risk it all for one more chance to roll the dice to win at last?
he walked me through to one of those holes in hell where I was overcome by a nasty smell. I did my best to hold my breath to avoid the smell of burning flesh. Well, I couldn't hold my breath any longer. I was about to burst, inhale the odor. He looked at me with a silly grin and said, relax, boy, it's time to begin. Then he handed me a pair of dice, which I took and then rolled twice. First roll, I got snake eyes, a pair of ones, but I needed five. Well, second roll, it didn't get any better. I was about to lose, come hell or high weather. I needed a way to get out of here. That's when I whispered into Lucifer's ear. I said,
I've been there and I've done that. I did it again. I came back. I risked it all for one more chance. I rolled the dice. I lost again.
now I'm home and my loved ones are near. I can tell them how my heart nearly exploded with fear, but I can never, ever, ever, ever say what he made me do before he let me get away. Well, was it good? I don't recommend it. And if it ain't broke, you shouldn't try to mend it. Know you are and stay in your lane, or it could be you spitting in Lucifer's face.
I've been there and I've done that. I wouldn't do it again. There's no going back. I wouldn't risk a dime, no matter the stakes. No more rolling, no more mistakes.
Now that's a story I wanted to tell about a day where I walked through hell. I spoke to the devil and I spat in his eye. At least I think so, man. I was pretty high.